How's it going? Now that I'm back from WonderFest, I can actually do my first reactions to the Orville, to Spock Amok, episode 5 of Strange New Worlds, and even Obi-Wan up to this point, because I haven't done any reviews of that at all. So I also got a few cool things to show you guys. Should probably start out by putting this in and getting that seated in there. Hailing frequencies open and all that jazz. So welcome anyone and everyone who is watching this, whether you're watching live or not. If you're watching live, please consider hitting that like button and super chat. And if you're watching this after the fact, there's a super thanks down there as well. Hit that super thanks button, and it's like a super chat, only it's for non-live videos. So hey Chuck, how's it going? I got some cool stuff to show you guys, but I also want to talk about the new shows. So you guys kind of let me know. Ooh, I'll share this before I go to bed, says Samuel. Hello, Samuel, and happy birthday to you, sir. Hope you had a good day. And, yeah. Love you, man. All right, let's see what's going on here. And thank you for sharing, Samuel. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Your channel. That's my channel, and I'm sticking to it. Cool, cool. All right. We are all up to speed here by the looks of things. So, welcome back, guys, and thank you for joining me. Hit that like button right away, please. I would really appreciate that. And hello, Robin Comics. Hello, Chuck A. Hello, Rerum Trading. RJ Markel. And Samuel says, did you see our announcement of Emma Thorne joining the Convergence Trekyards project? We made a video and she released one also. I have not seen that. I don't know who Emma Thorne is. So, but that is cool, I guess. So, I haven't seen it, but thank you. All right. Mark Lawrence is here as well. Mr. President, sir. Samuel, before you leave, don't know if you've seen this, but look, got a TOS Uhura earpiece. Oh, it's brushed aluminum, so it's super light, but it is metal, or sorry, aluminium. That's what it is. And also got Klingon Disruptor, and this is like solid resin and metal. These are all metal parts. So this thing's a beast to hold and to behold. So but yeah, fun fact, piston. This is the piston for the original prop. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I got this from a guy named Guy Wakefield on he posts a lot of stuff on prop building forums on Facebook and stuff, and does some good work. So got this from him, and it is amazing, as you can see. Not quite as cool as the $35,000 one that was owned by Matt Jeffries and was actually screen used prop. However, still pretty damn cool, gotta say. I need to have a drink. I'm parched. All right. Sammy says, the reason I mention it, she is a YouTuber, and in the comments of her videos, we had quite a few Trekyards fans knowing me. They were like, what the actual, wow, fire there, so the signal doesn't get choppy. What do Romulans smell like? I don't know. Disdain for logic and beer? I don't know. Donald Tyler, hey, always enjoy your Star Trek videos and reviews. Awesome. RJ Markel, I really enjoyed the first episode of Orville. As a firefighter, we had a member lose his battle with mental health recently, so it hit close to home. But what a solid, great episode. Yeah, it was definitely a social commentary one on suicide and how no problem is so insurmountable that it can't be resolved in time. You don't know how things are going to be a month from now or whatever. I loved it. It was a fantastic episode, not only for the message, but Charlie Burke, an awesome new cast member. Very happy to see her on board. And the Orville looked fantastic. Seth MacFarlane looked a little old and tired, but I don't know. Maybe he's got some work done because his eyes looked more squinty than usual. I don't know if he had Botox or something. I just don't know. But other than that, yeah, Orville was fantastic. Would you play a Star Trek V video game? Yes, I would. Fleet Pod. Damned ads. Couldn't skip these ones. Ooh, damn YouTube. Speaking of videos, though, I made a video today talking about the new Tomy Prestige. Or is it Tomy Prestige Select ship that's coming out? The big 350 diecast Enterprise. That'll be out tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that, guys. It's in line with my Playmobil one, where is it worth the price? So check that video out. It'll be on both channels, this one and the Captain Foley personal channel. So please watch it, and if you can help out with the production of the ship, by all means do so. We'd appreciate that. Avenue Pad, evening all on vacay at White Beach. Having a beer with the sound of the waves crashing, listening to the captain. I'm a happy camper. Why in God's green earth would you listen to me while you're on vacation on a beach? I would rather listen to the surf and the waves and the sounds of whatever. I wouldn't listen to me. But thank you. Chuck A. Strange New Worlds looks very interesting for next week. Haven't seen the promo for next week, so I don't know. I'm enjoying Strange New Worlds as well. It's a breath of fresh air. I guess this last episode was actually a really good, lighthearted episode. Really made me appreciate number one and La'an a lot more. It was pretty much a perfect episode. However, the Scorch, really? The oldest undamaged or unreplaced piece of the ship, and it's on the front of the saucer. You guys do remember what happened in season 2 of Discovery, right? Torpedo lodged in the saucer and blew that part of the saucer clean off. But maybe they went back and retrieved that plate. I don't know. So it's a little bit of a problem, but that's okay. I don't know about Captain. If you don't know about Captain Foley's personal channel, there it is. Thank you, Fleet Paw. And yeah, I'm wearing my shirt that Matt Cushman gave me. Check that out. Look at that. Look at that sexiness. Yeah. This is a direct correlation to the Tomy ship that is going to be coming out. So you'll need to watch my episode about that tomorrow. Ramus Thrax. Maybe all the other hull plates have been blown off since then. Hey, there you go. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Well, while we're waiting for you guys to kind of let me know what you want to talk about in regards to Obi-Wan or Orville or Strange New Worlds, I want to show off 2 of the ships I got at WonderFest. I showed these last night, but they're in the box. So we have them here. This is the high definition TOS Enterprise. It's got the grid lines. It's got the rust ring on the front. It's got a little bit of weathering, as you can see here. Beautiful ship. It's one of the ones where you push and hold this down and the lights come on and stay on. You got the one under there. Only real issue I have, the blinkies. My camera lens is smeared. Look, lens flares. Anyway, the blinkies are a little bit too fast, in my opinion. But other than that, it's pretty great. As for the sound effects on this one,
James Kirk, commanding the Starship Enterprise. Mr. Scott, ready to transport a room. Energized.
sounds like I might need to put new batteries in it.
Kirk of the Starship Enterprise, representing the United Federation of Planets. James Kirk, commanding the Starship Enterprise.
There you go. That's that one. Very happy to have these in my collection. The other one, of course, is the Mirror Universe Enterprise. You can see you got the Terran Empire logos on both nacelles. You've got the old style Pike era nacelles that don't light up with the spikes on them, and the bigger bridge dome. Bigger bridge dome, because you can see the difference in the bridge domes there. And look, a window. It's not a window. But just want to make that clear. That's not a window. That's a sensor palette. But anyway, this one also has that light up feature where you hold that down and it lights up the bridge and the blinkies and the bottom planetary deflector. And lots of flashies. Plus you also got the ISS Enterprise on the front there and the Mirror Universe or Terran Empire logo with the old style Pike black bars on the saucer. So this one's sound effects are, because it's from Mirror Mirror.
Hello, attack. All hands battle stations. All weapons to full power.
First need a transporter in Mirror Mirror. It's a big part of the episode. It's a lot of weapons. There's a lot of weapons on this one.
Stardate unknown. The ship is subtly altered physically. Behavior and discipline has become brutal, savage.
Anyway, it also has the larger deflector. Pike's Enterprise. Much bigger deflector. As you can see there, look at the size of it compared to the size of that one. Pretty big difference. From the front, it's quite noticeable. So yeah, I thought I'd show you those as well as part of this. And yeah. All right. I'm sure there is a lot they would have hit on, but just time limits. So I'm not sure. It's hard to choose. It's a hull of ship, Captain. That's what I said. R.G. Markel. I have a TOS Enterprise my grandma had that I got when she died in 2020. It needs some work to light up again. Not sure what to do with it. Turd Ferguson. I bought a Casio Ocean Anus. LOL. Casio Oceanus. You know me. Couldn't resist the butthole reference. Very nice watch though. Cool. Fleet Paw. Are those the same effects from the 40th anniversary version? No. They're all different. As far as I know. I have that one downstairs. I should have grabbed it. Right Sublet. Greetings from Florida. Great seeing you this past weekend, Stuart. Good seeing you as well. WonderFest was a blast, wasn't it? Avenue Pad. A friend of mine just messaged me and a friend crapping all over Obi-Wan. He's an everything is woke guy all of a sudden, so I take what he says with a grain of salt. I also heard it's really good. It's fantastic. It's really, really, really well done. Cade MacArthur. What if a drunk Romulan drinked all your ale? Then he'd be drunk. Turd Ferguson. Those things on the nacelles are called nipples. Hashtag just saying. Okay. That's gorgeous. I just have not enjoyed Obi-Wan myself. I found the writing lackluster. Just my view anyway. Okay. You're entitled to your opinion. Pike's was bigger than Kirk's. His deflector and his bridge. Yes. Fleet Paw. So why haven't y'all done a video on the various auto-destruct sequences shown in Trek? Jaws. Why are so many channels so still so negative about Strange New Worlds. It's weird seeing them act like it's a complete affront to Star Trek. Is it just residual resentment from Discovery and Picard? Yes. Plus, they built their viewership on hate and they can't and vitriol. They can't change that. They have to maintain that. Everything new is bad. Get off my lawn. That bullshit. So that's how they got their subscribers. If they start saying, "Oh my God, this was great," showering praise upon it, their subscriber count's going to go down. So that's why. Do Canadians go through Ponfar? I go through Ponfar every 7 hours. And Sylvia loves it. RG Markel, what you want the TOS Enterprise I got free of charge? I'll mail it to you. The one that doesn't work. I mean, if you want to, it's expensive to mail things to Canada, so if you want to, I wouldn't say no. I would say shoot me a DM or send an email to trekyards@hotmail.com. Even if it doesn't work, I can see if I can get it working or whatever. But yeah, it's up to you. List Jericho. So who are the baddies in Top Gun? I'm guessing Canadians. Yeah, it's an unnamed enemy that the main place they have to attack is in the mountains with snow. So could be Canadians. Right sublet. WonderFest is life-affirming. Seeing Trek 2 with Nick Myers in the room was once in a lifetime experience. Yes, indeed. I was there for the last half of that. Turd Ferguson. The Vader reveal in Obi-Wan was fucking awesome. And screw the fake fascist fans. The actress is doing a fine job as a baddie. She's awesome. The third sister, I think she's doing a great job. Matt Boardman. I couldn't live being that angry all the time. It would kill my soul. RG Markel. While I have really disliked Disco and Picard, I have really enjoyed Strange New Worlds a lot. Very enjoyable. P.S. The TOS ship just need to electrical contact cleaned up. Okay, well, it's up to you. If you want to send it to me, I will not say no. Even though I don't have any room for it, I can always make room. Plus, I'll be getting more room soon as my son moves out. So, Fleet Paw, neither could I. I tried to be angry all the time, and it lasted about 2 days. By the end of it, I was just totally drained. Yeah, it would kill us Canadians to be angry all the time. Avenue Pad, exactly that. Computing forever gave light praise of Memento Mori, and his subscriber base blasted him in the comments. They thrive off the hate. Yeah. Matt Boardman, on the production, we joked that the country was nowhere to stand. Sir Dork, first thing I hear when I join is the captain going through Ponfar every 7 hours. This will be a good one. RG Markel, sorry for my brain fart on my last post. That's okay. Turd Ferguson, Top Gun country would only be Iran. They are the only country who ever bought and are still operating F-14s. And Iranian borders. Russia, I think it's the northern border. Yeah, but it's not the Iranians. The markings were all different, and it's just supposed to be some unknown. Just say that the Iranians sold them the F-14s or something. This is Jericho. The scene with Vader in the latest episode was a bit much. I get what they were doing, but there were better ways to draw him out. Is Vader going to kill a puppy next? Anyway, Matt, now that Matt's here and more people, hit that like button. First of all, everybody, hit that like button. Feel free to super chat. Haven't had a super chat yet this live. I would like a few of them if possible. But Matt, look what I got. It's a ear thingy. And it's made of brushed aluminum, or aluminium for all you incorrect people, but aluminum. And it's got a nice earpiece, and it does fit in very nicely. It just, if I can get it in there, yeah, there we go, boom. It sits in, it holds in very well. Like I can be like, the ship can be getting attacked and be like, it's not gonna go anywhere. So we can still hear all the damage reports coming in. Sir, damage to the pool area and the bowling alley. Oh my God, our tournament later today. Oh. And Matt. La, 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 la. And this is all metal. It's all metal, mother. You know what I'm saying? It's all metal. well, this part isn't, the main body's resin, but all this forward part, this under part, and this upper part here are all metal. Klingon Disruptor. There you go. There's a screen cap for Fleet Paw. Or for when I'm mad at the admin team. Anyway. In regards to the hate, I have a saying. If you live with your head up your ass, then all you're going to see is crap. That's good. That's good. Captain Famous Thrax. I'm just happy that Strange New Worlds brought back the beam phasers. Matt Borman says, the last looking replica. Avenue Pad. I'm trained to hit the like button. I don't even realize I hit it anymore. That's good. Good little monkey. Good little monkey. I'm just kidding. Matt says, son of a... I hate when they damage the pool area and the bowling alley. Turd Ferguson. So have you ever showed us your watches? Seriously, look at the Oceanus line. You will have to buy from Japan Direct. I paid 0 import fees, less than 500 titanium quartz though. Things were cheap. That's cool. I haven't showed my watch collection yet. No. Fleet Paw. Ooh, I'm truly jealous. LOL. Nice disruptor and comms earpiece. Matt Borman. That's another amazing looking replica. It looks like some real care went into making it. Yes. I don't know if any of you have heard of Guy Wakefield. He's on Facebook. He's the prop forums, but he made these for me, and they're the shit. Looks like a spy going into the Klingons' territory. Yeah, gonna kill me some Klingons. Should have that in too. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. I'm a spy now. What's that, sir? You want me to kill me, the ambassador of the Klingons? I can do that. Maybe even kill that Chancellor Gorkon fella as well. That's right. That's right. You know, as a watch collector, I would like to see these watches. Yes. That'll be it for Captain Foley personal channel. I just have not had the time to make any videos, really. But that being said, there will be a new video tomorrow on both channels. Wooga. $5. I really need to watch Obi-Wan, but I think I'll have to wait till the episodes are out. My wife is hooked on DS9, so we continue that tonight with Jem'Hadar. That's nothing bad, man. If you gotta put off Obi-Wan to watch DS9, you're in a good place. T. Louise Allen, love the new toys. Jealous. Thank you. This is Jericho. How did the Inquisitor get ahead of Leia? That scene was rather confusing. It was. I mean, she used a transporter. She had her ship beamer from sight. You know, yeah. R.G. Markel. I just rewatched Babylon 5 for the 300th time. It's still a great show. Sorry, random thought. My ADHD kicked in. Oh, it happens to me all the time. Hey, look at this. Isn't this cool? Speaking of changing from topic to topic, it's a thing. Something plugs into it, and I don't even know what the fuck this is. Oh, it's earbuds. See, it's still these earbuds. No, it's just, oh look, a shiny thing. Anyway, no, I really do still think that Orville is giving Star Trek a run for its money, although this last episode of Orville was definitely throwing out TNG Star Trek vibes for me. Lamar running down to engineering in his house coat, that would be Geordi running down in his pajamas. Although, as Sylvia said, Geordi wouldn't have been in bed with a woman. And she's not wrong. But he probably would have been on a date and realized that he could help Data and just run out on the date, and it would piss her off, and that's why he'd lose out that time. But yeah, the Isaac thing was very much a Data thing. Like, you could just swap the characters out. It's very much Star Trek storytelling, and just in all aspects. I think it was very well done. So I really enjoyed Orville. Obi-Wan I've really been digging. I really think it's great. We're halfway through the first season now, but there have been renewed for a second season for Obi-Wan, so that's good news. And yeah. It was the transport rings. They had a talk in orbit. Crazy ghost hunter would eat gag and drink, would eat gach and drink blood wine with a group of Klingons. Would I? No. I would drink blood wine, but I wouldn't eat gach. Sorry. This Jericho, I joked it was force speed and she ran past Leia. Yep. Orville was awesome. Avenue Pad, the internet's out here are crapping out on me. Oh no. Geordi liked women. They were just usually holographic in nature. I didn't say he didn't like women. He just wouldn't be in bed with one because he can't score to save his life. I never said he didn't like women. Where'd that come from? Fleet Gach and blood wine. Is there any other meal? Of course, you need to eat it with Klingons. As part of Gach. Eat Gach as part of this balanced breakfast. And there's blood wine and my eye looks kind of red. It got a little sore there for a second. Texticle. Hey Cap, what did you think of Tristan Chapel in the Spock Amok episode? I fell in love with her even more. Yeah, I'm right there with you, my friend. She's pretty amazing. Let's see. Avenue Pad says, I'm going to bow out for now and take the captain's advice on taking the Sons of the Ocean. You do that. Have a good vacation or good whatever you're doing. Just relax, have fun, and don't worry about the outside world. I gotta rub my eyes, sorry. Have a good time. Avenue Pad. Jealous, by the way. This Jericho, Strange New Worlds, and Orville got their episodes mixed up last week. R.G. Markel, I wasn't saying that. Sorry, LOL, my apologies. Oh, I thought you were. Like, he liked women. Yeah. As soon as I said it, I'm like, which he wouldn't be, by the way. I thought somebody was going to comment like that. So it's just my bad. So I apologize to you. Turd Ferguson, given that in the future sexuality would not be taboo, maybe Geordi and Data experimented. What happens in space stays in space. Try clearing that from your memory banks. Fleet Paw throws in $5. If Klingon food is too hard on your stomach, maybe we can have one of the females breastfeed you. Raucous laughter ensues. One or both? Yeah. I'd be down with the breastfeeding. Just saying. That was a good response from Riker, too. That was good. Ah. My God. Crazy ghost hunters or drink Sluggo Cola from Quarks. Yeah. No, out of this week, I think I have to give the award to Orville for better episode. It was also like an hour and 9 minutes long, which is nice to have a little bit extra time. The new ship, the Pterodon? I guess the Pterodon? Sounds very dinosaur-like, but it was pretty cool. Like a little needle ship fighter. That was awesome. Just seeing Orville leave Space Dock or the dockyards was cool. A lot more detail on the ship this year, I think. And yeah. And by the way, when they're testing the Pterodon, you really think it's safe to be doing that around the dockyards? Yeah, I know that the little drone things were probably shooting like really weak lasers that if they hit, it was no big deal. But when they got blown up, they blew up. Like there could have been shrapnel debris. And he was weaving in and out of the ship's rings, and that's dangerous shit. You'd have a test range for that. You wouldn't be doing that around. No, yeah. R.G. Merkel, I kind of always thought Klingon women were sort of sexy. I'm weird, I guess. No, you're not. The slimiest cola in the galaxy. It's true. Fleetpaw, come to Quarks. Quarks is fun. Come to Quarks. Don't walk, run. Donald Taylor, anyone think they hinted at Christine Chapel having a little crush on Ortegas? No. No, I didn't think that until just now when I read that. So no. Crazy Ghost Hunters. You think we would see Archer or T'Pol on Strange New World? You might see T'Pol. I doubt very much you'd see Archer unless it's in like a hollow recording or something. But the Orville had much more amazing detail with the bigger budget. I agree. Why do tactical test training next to a shipyard? Paul N. Jolene Baylock doesn't act anymore. The List of Jericho. Do you think we will meet Obi-Wan or Obi-2 Kenobi, his brother? Yeah, that was an interesting thing to find out for sure. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to go that route. I love that Ewan McGregor, his uncle, or is his brother? Somebody he's related to, I think it's his brother, is in the Air Force, and his call sign is Obi-2, which is pretty funny. But yeah. As for whether I think we'll meet him, I mean, probably not. He doesn't know who he is, so I'd rather not meet him, honestly. I don't want it to be anybody important or have it be somebody that we meet. I don't think that's necessary. So, yeah. I don't know. I really enjoyed all three shows this week, and I had to watch them while I was in Kentucky, which is kind of shitty because I had other things to do, but I did make the time to watch them, and I watched Obi-Wan before I left, though, because that was on Wednesday, and I was on Thursday, so yeah, all good shows. I'm really happy to be a sci-fi fan these days. It would really suck if I had like a YouTube web series where I talked about sci-fi shows, because there's so much going on that would be very difficult to keep up with things, so I'm glad I don't have that, because those poor bastards. Yeah, I couldn't do it, so. But, yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about those 3 episodes. So Spock Amok, Electric Sheep is the Orville one, and just Obi-Wan Part 3. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about it. We'll discuss. His uncle is Wedge in real life. Yes, I knew that. Dennis Lawson is his uncle. It's his brother in the air. Right. There you go. I thought it was his brother. Turd Ferguson. McGregor's brother is his older brother, so his call sign is kind of a knock by calling him Obi-2, which you watch Ward Carroll. In real life, pilot call signs are not picked by the pilot. Well, yeah, I've known that forever. They're not meant to be picked by you. You can't pick a cool call sign. Like, chances are, if I was in the military, if I was a pilot, my call sign would be Axel or something. It's usually a play on your last name or something stupid you did. Some squadrons even have certain call signs that they migrate to different pilots. New pilots, you kind of get like a lottery where you can get a cool call sign. There's a lot of different ways to get call signs, but because my last name is Foley and there was Axel Foley of Beverly Hills Cop, my nickname in high school was Axel. Therefore, chances are somebody would hear Foley and go, Axel Foley, and then Axel would probably end up being my call sign, something like that. So, sci-fi just keeps getting better. Yes, it does. Fleet Paw, I have just discovered that I have a hole in the toe of my sock. It's really annoying, lol. Par for the course for this week, really. Laughing my ass off. All I can really do is laugh. Otherwise, I'd go mental. Yeah, you've had a pretty rough week, man, so take care of your mental health, my friend. What do Vulcan hijinks look like? That's a good question. Smart Smears, I don't watch Star Wars, but it seems it's time to actually get into the Orville. Spock Amok is my favorite of the season so far. I would agree with you. I would agree with you if it'd be the favorite. Yeah, I gave it a rather high ranking, so I give it a 9.6, I think. I wasn't doing the live with Samuel. He did it with his dad, but I did record my score earlier in the day that he played at the end of the live. And then after I said my score in the live, he freeze framed me like this. And I was on screen like that for maybe 6 minutes or something. Like don't freeze frame somebody with their eyes closed and in the middle of saying something. This is Jericho. The brother was probably a reference to the initial idea of having Lars being Kenobi's brother. Well, that's kind of stupid, don't you think? Could be a reference to that, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'll go with dead meat as my call sign. My dad's call sign was Schlepp Rock. He refused to explain it. Yeah, those are usually the best ones. That's when you do something stupid when you're out drinking during basic training, and like Goose from Top Gun. I bet you any money he like had morning wood or something and turned around and brushed up against somebody and he goosed them. And so Goose became his nickname, his call sign. Just something to remind you that you did something stupid or embarrassing. That's what call signs are for. So there was a show called Jetstream, which was a reality show about talking about the Canadian fighter pilots that train at Cold Lake, Alberta. And the one female pilot, her call sign was Guns. Now, that could be for multiple reasons. Could be she got some guns, or it could be because she's trigger happy or something and squeezed the trigger, when she shouldn't have, or something like that. I don't know, but Guns is a great nickname for a fighter pilot, especially a female fighter pilot. I saw a picture of a pilot getting into an F-35. His call sign was Stifler, laughing my ass off. The backstory must have been epic. Thraxker, his daughter was in episode 2, the girl with the pink mullet. That was it. What is it with Disney and mullets? Second time featured in a Disney Star Wars after the Quadrophenia Mod Girl and Boba Fett. Bit random. I don't know. But yeah, I knew that was Ewan McGregor's daughter. R.G. Markel, Spock Amok was just fun. Funny and had it's semi-serious but lighthearted moments. And Ethan Peck must have had a blast doing that as the human Spock at the beginning, and then, calling Captain Pike Chris, Spock Amok felt too much like Disney's The Parent Trap. Didn't feel like The Parent Trap at all. What it felt like was like Freaky Friday or something, one of those body-switching comedies or rom-coms, like What Women Want or something like that. It didn't feel like The Parent Trap to me, but Trek or not, your call sign has to be approved by your CO. Yes. R.G. Markel, that was a Hot Shots reference. T. Louise Allen, I thought Ethan Peck did a good job being feminine. Love the Freaky Friday take. Orville completely overshadowed Strange New Worlds for me, waiting for more episodes of Obi-Wan or 2. Yeah, well, there's a new episode tomorrow, so. Turd Ferguson, Schleprock was a character in the Flintstones. Everything he touched destroyed itself. Oh, yeah. That's true. Absolutely right. Booga, his best friend's call sign for whatever the Air Force calls him, was just Booger. Given how my dad was in the Air Force, I couldn't be surprised if it was equally as embarrassing. Yeah, probably walked into class one day with like a booger hanging out of his nose, or and nobody told him about it, and it's like hanging there and people can see it. That's how you get your nicknames, by stupid shit like that. Fleetpaw, I enjoyed the callback to Enterprise with the Vatosh Katur Vulcan that T'Pring was after. Turd Ferguson, Vader walking down that main street is how they should have portrayed Vader in the prequels. This is Jericho. Shouldn't be that hard to find his brother unless the Kenobi name he got after was taken. Trek or not, Stuart Sherlock Foley. Yeah, I might have a nickname like Sherlock, or one of my interests. I could be called Trekkie as my call sign. I don't know. It'd be something. It can't be something cool. It's got to be something that's embarrassing or related to something you've done. Those are the best nicknames, or a play on your last name. or even your first name. Cade MacArthur. Everyone knows the animated series and TMP are the real disco. What does that mean? Trek or not? Get caught reading dem der books. Yeah, I could see getting caught reading a book and being made fun of it for it. Heard Ferguson, Stuart Little Foley. The call sign Little, that might also be a thing, because that's more embarrassing than Axel. Axel's kind of a cool nickname, but all the bullies in high school, hey Axel, I'm like, that's a fucking cool movie, and he's cool in that movie, so you're an idiot. Thank you for the cool nickname. I like the nickname Axel. Dickhead. Anyway, yeah, Little would be good, because that would annoy the shit out of me, because I hate being compared. Hey, Stuart Little. Like, that's just... Yeah. Anyway. He killed younglings in the prequels. How much can you get? What the hell is happening outside? Okay. It's all fine. It means 70s. Trek or not, pray it isn't Stuart YouTube Foley. Your wingman may be calling you Tube on a regular basis. Fleetpaw, I don't have a nickname. My friends tried giving me one in high school, but it didn't stick. There's a character in Remember the Titans called Louis Lassiter. What's that have to do with anything? Oh, 2. My surname is nowhere near that, but my friends and teammates were pretty fucking stupid. Well, if they tried giving you a nickname and nothing would stick, you now have a new nickname for me. I'll call you Teflon. That would be your call sign. Teflon. Easy. Your nickname would probably end up being Enterprise. No, it wouldn't. That's too cool. They wouldn't give me that. RG Merkel, well, I have to be at the firehouse at 6 a.m. Have a great night, everyone. You too, and good luck with your work tomorrow. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Have a good one. But good to see you. Thank you so much. Everybody hit that like button. If anybody wants to super chat, again, I would greatly appreciate it. It would be amazing. If anybody wants to see the stuff I showed off earlier that you're joining me late, I'll only show it off for super chats now. There's 4 things. 2 Diamond Select ships, a Klingon prop disruptor, and a Uhura's, or a communications earbud, TOS. Fleetpaw, hey, that's pretty cool, LOL, especially since I don't really get in trouble at work either, even though I fuck yo pretty bad. I fuck yo pretty bad. I fuck yo. You fuck my what? Oh, I knew what you meant, but I just had to make fun of you. Thraxer, so what's the deal with Leia? Are 10-year-olds normally that short? I don't fucking know. Trek or not, looking forward to Star Trek Resurgence. Yes, I am. Paul N., I guess the con was lacking attendance? What con? WonderCon? Or WonderCon? WonderFest? Not that I'm aware of. It was very busy. Last year it was definitely lacking attendance. But this year, I mean, people might have been hesitant to come out like the general public for Saturday and Sunday, possibly, but the vendors room was strong. There was 840 entries in the model contest, 844 to be precise. So that was a record for entries. A lot of them were multiples from one builder. Like the guy I drove down with, he had 6 models in, so that counts as 6 entries. And considering it's been 2 years since any of us could get down there, yeah, I can totally understand that the record numbers of entries. But as for attendance, I haven't heard anything about that. So, Sir Dork, I never had a nickname in school. Or friends, lol. But I'd probably be called Slip or something because of how accident prone I am. Slip's a good nickname, isn't it, Pug? Yeah. You'd just be called Lazy. Yeah. Or Snorty. I hope there's a dream sequence where Kenobi imagines Anakin raising Luke and Leia, make having Hayden there worth it. Yes, I think the same. They need to have him out of the suit and looking like Anakin for it to be worth having Hayden Christensen back. Turd Ferguson, Commander Cocking's dad offered to show his boobs for super chats. Just saying. Okay. For every $10 super chat, I'll show a boob. Trek or not, at least there are cons there. They who we do. Wow. Hold on, let me reread this. I need to rewire my brain. Here we go. At least there are cons there. They who we do not name. Oh, cons there. They who we do not name are in the process of annihilating all EU Trek cons. Yeah. Fleet Pass said the ambassador operated that? I don't believe you, LOL. I should get the Admiral up here. She'd show you her boobs for super chats, I'm sure. I might have to talk to her for a few minutes beforehand just to get that, you know. I should just stop talking now. Meepim, are you going to get the Tommy Connick replica coming out? A bit pricey. Well, you'll need to watch my video tomorrow. I'm releasing a video about that. Thraxcar. So, do you think they will actually see Qui-Gon versus Kenobi? Who do you reckon will play him? Who's going to play Qui-Gon? Liam Neeson. It's rumored he's coming back, so the hell kind of question is that? Of course, if he comes back, it's going to be Liam Neeson. But going back up to the Tommy Connick replica coming out, a bit pricey? Seriously? Seriously, you think it's a bit pricey? It's $600. The fucking Playmobil Enterprise was $500. It's a fucking Playmobil toy. And like I said in my video about it, it's not worth it for the simple fact that it's about $200 too much. It's too pricey to be a toy, and it's not accurate enough to be a collectible that collectors are going to want to get. So fucking $500 for that thing was way too much money. $300 would have been the max for that I would have paid for that. But the Tommy one is one 350 scale TOS Enterprise, so it's 32.5 inches long. It's solid die cast metal, weighs 20 pounds, has working nacelle lights, has a detailed shuttle bay, has a lit bridge and lights all around the ship, and also has saucer separation, so you can take the saucer off and display it on a separate stand if you wanted to. Trust me, that's worth $600. 20-pound die-cast metal 350 scale Enterprise that lights up is well worth $600. Bit pricey my ass. No, it's not. It's going to be pricey when it gets on the secondary market. The problem is they have until July 11th. They have until July 11th to reach 5,000 backers. Otherwise, they're not going to even make it. So this could just be a pipe dream. But I'm doing a video about it tomorrow with all the information on it, so you guys can check it out and see whether you think it's going to be worth it or not. Because I did that with the Playmobil Enterprise. Is it worth it? This is it worth it for the Tommy Enterprise? And trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it for the size and the impressiveness of it. 100% worth it. And once it gets on the secondary market, it's going to be triple or quadruple the price. I promise you. You won't see any for under $1,500. I'm just saying. Just saying. So there you go. Fleet Paul, I'll wager for $300 super chats. He'd do the rest of the live shirtless. For three $100 super chats, yes, I absolutely would do the live topless. But you want me to take off this beautiful shirt? Look at this. It's beautiful. Check it out. Look at that shit. Got this from Matt Cushman. And this is actually for the Tommy Enterprise, because you can see the saucer separation line. This was the schematic to plan out like where it is and stuff, which we already knew, but that's what this is. It's a promotion thing for the project, so trust me, the Tommy Enterprise will be worth it 100%. Ignore the pug hair on my shirt, by the way. Are we now pimping out your wife? Are we pimping out your wife boob now? Yeah. We like to share. Thraxer, read it again. Okay. So, do you think they will actually see Quillen Voss? Oh, I have no fucking idea who that is. So, sorry, my bad. Turd Ferguson, I want to see Mace Windu show up. If Solo can bring back Darth Halfpoint, why not Mace Windu? Trekyards, execs be like, let's make models from cheap as shit plastic and sell them for the price of a hard operation. Listen, Jericho, and it comes fully built? I would buy that. I would buy one if it came to the UK. Yes, it comes fully built. However, they are only going to be shipping to the States. So, hence my Facebook post earlier today. If any friends in the States will allow me to have it shipped to their house, then I will pay them the shipping costs. Because even paying the outrageous shipping costs that something that weighs 20 pounds and is that big is going to be, will still be cheaper than buying it on the secondary market. So I plan on getting one any way I can. I mean, I'm going to contact Tony because I have their direct line to the guy that's responsible for that kind of stuff. I'm going to shoot him an email and see if I can get a copy of it sent to me to review for review purposes. Because I know Gary Kerr, he's a friend of mine, and Gary Kerr is one of the guys that helped restore the Smithsonian Enterprise, or the TOS Enterprise for the Smithsonian. Him and Matt Cushman and them have been working on this project along with a few other ones. They have a few irons in the fire, so there's other stuff coming up which you guys might be excited about. But, so, where was I going with that? Gary Kerr. Only being shipped in the US. So yeah, that's what I mean. On the secondary market, yeah, you'll be able to buy it off of eBay or something probably for $1,500 plus shipping if you wanted it, if you're in the UK. That's the problem. Me, it's just a matter of getting across the border. So, you know, but anyway, like I said, check out my video tomorrow and you can see what's going on with it. QMX wanted like 5,000 for their models. 600 is cheap. Whatever happened to the Eagle Moss? Don't know what SIY means. Enterprise D, by the way. Oh, the do-it-yourself one? I don't know. It kind of faded into obscurity. Glad I didn't get that. I wanted it. And I just feel like there's a lot of incomplete Enterprise Ds kicking around. This Jericho, the Playmobil one is cheaper now. Yeah, because they listened to me in my video. Yeah, they weren't selling any at $500 US. They weren't selling any. That's $700 Canadian pretty much. No one was buying them. Yes, I've noticed they've dropped them a few $100s in price. Guess what? It's exactly what I said in my fucking video, which came up before it was released, that it was too much. Shave $200 off of it, and that's like the maximum I would pay, $300. That's what it's worth. I don't care about all the augmented reality shit that's on it, all the cool stuff. It is very cool, but it's not worth fucking $500. So that is a nice shirt. Cushman does great work. He does. I will do it for you, Foley. Yes, I'll get somebody to do it. So thank you to everybody that's offered. I'll figure it out. I'll let whoever it is, the lucky person, know. You don't get to keep it. just for the record, or open it, or look at it, or breathe on it. But you have to touch it because you have to ship it to me. Turd Ferguson, what company is making this Connie? Tomy, Tomy, also in partnership with cooperation with Select. So Tomy and Prestige Select are making it. Fleet Paw, hell, I would drive it to the damn border for you because that would probably be cheaper than shipping it. Yeah, but then I got to bring it across the border. And if I get put into secondary at the border, and they're like, how much is this? It's worth $600. Then I have to pay $600 in Canadian taxes and customs charges to get it into the country, which might even be cheaper than shipping. Who knows? But Thraxker, Wikipedia, Quinnen Voss for more info. He is seen in Phantom Menace as an extra on Tatooine. The expanded universe establishes character. Okay. No idea who it is, nor do I really care. If he shows up, cool, but whatever. Saucer Sep on the Tommy Connie is an interesting design choice. It had the capability in canon, but never did it. But they didn't have that breakaway line visible. I always assumed it's separated higher up. No. You can see it on the refit. It's not visible on this one or this one. It is visible on the refit though. There's two red lines, and then they go down. And that front part is like a blowaway part, and then it separates into two lines. The space in between the two red lines on the neck of the refit are the explosive bolts. And then it would separate. So it is on the refit. I don't know if I can illustrate that. Probably can. Don't mind me, I'm just getting a book. Yeah, okay. So, because originally it was supposed to saucer separate in the motion picture. But this line here, that's the saucer separation plane right there. So there's two red lines, and everything between them is explosive bolts. So all the material between those lines would just blow away, and that little bit would still be there. Even to the point when you go to the cutaway, right here, it actually says right here is planetfall ramp. So there's a ramp right here. So when the saucer lands on a planet, the ramp would come down and deploy, and so people could get off of the saucer in the event that these transporters were down or something. So, yeah, facts. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Putting my book away. I know, it's like right behind you guys, and it's kind of creepy. But you're gonna like it. Damn it. And there's this one too. I think there might be something in this one. Let me just look here. Anybody wants to super chat, that'd be great. I've got like, wow. Oh, no super chats pretty much. Again, not a big deal. I don't really expect them for these late night lives, but we haven't been doing a lot of lives lately, so any little bit you can spare would help. But again, it's not necessarily needed, or not necessarily expected. It is needed, but okay. So yeah, this book doesn't have the thing that I want. Although there is this. Look at that. Klingon disruptor. What? Yeah, bitch. Oh. Check it out. It's my disruptor. That's the disruptor. Fleet pod. Oh, just don't say anything to Border Patrol. Yeah, that's the point. But if you don't say anything and they're like, ah, I'll just go into secondary anyway, because sometimes they randomly throw you into secondary and they search your vehicle. Then they find it and they find out you didn't say anything, then you're in even deeper shit. So then you're like smuggling shit in, which means it's probably going to get confiscated, even though it's not illegal. But yeah, you don't lie to Border Patrol guys. Don't say you don't have anything. Just don't do that. That's not good. Maybe fudge a few numbers here and there if you don't have receipts or whatever, but do not lie to them about what you have in your car. Just don't do that. It's not a good idea. Trust me, I've heard stories. Nice to see Adira Varma in Kenobi. Have you ever seen Kama Sutra, The Tale of Love? Shit hot. That I have not seen. I've read the Kama Sutra. Well, not really read. I've looked at the pictures in the Kama Sutra, and we've tried a few things, so. But there's a movie? I don't know. Turd, you need to trim your nose hairs. Hey, Turd, fuck off. Yep. Maybe a little. Hello, Father, I am thy son. Welcome, thy son. That's my son Thomas, everybody. Hello, Cap and all. Everyone is well this evening. Cheese, too many E's, but Cheese, my son, says, I have a friend in Border Patrol and they take anything. Laughing my ass off. Well, they're pricks then. Don't get me started on Border Patrol. MJ, every time I gone to Canada via U.S. border by road, always get secondary check. Yes, they check computers. Turd Ferguson, Canadian prison for 10 gallons of maple syrup, some donuts from Tim Hortons. I mean, hey, maybe. Just eat that shit beforehand, then they really don't have proof that you have it. All right. I'll just do a summation then. Strange New Worlds Spock Amok was one of the best episodes of the season. Very fun and lighthearted. Very much made me appreciate number one and La'an much more. As well as Ethan Peck's acting and fucking Anson Mount as Pike, his reactions to everything. Yeah, I can see that. You know, stuff like that was fantastic. Fun episode. Even in manga with his fly fishing hat. It was funny. So, where fun goes to die. Enterprise bingo. Kyle's is such a tyrant. Fun stuff. So that was really good. Awesome episode. Orville season 3. My God, amazing. I look forward to more Orville. Really glad. I like the new character, Charlie Burke. She is amazing. A little bit of a bitch in this episode, but kind of understandably so. So I don't really hold that against her too much. So there's that. Yeah, Orville was just fantastic. Very fun to have it back. And good to see the money they put into it. So then we got Obi-Wan, and so far Obi-Wan has just been on point and awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. They have been renewed for a second season now, so we're at the halfway mark. We have 3 more episodes to go. The next one drops later tonight for some people, or tomorrow, and really excited to check that out. So yeah, this has been a good week, and I was away this week, WonderFest. So it was even a better. It was even a better week for me because I got all these new shows, and I also got to see all my friends and hang out at WonderFest and get some cool stuff. So, my Mirror Universe Enterprise. With the nacelles with the hard nipples. Or spikes on the end. But anyway, yeah, that's that one. And that was a good deal getting this one. And then the HD Enterprise, which is the one with the grid lines and the rust ring, and then the weathering all around the saucer. And I really need to clean my lens because I got lens flare. There's a screenshot. That should be a thumbnail for a video coming up. That's where Fleet Pod does this thing. You can make a meme out of that, Fleet Pod. Just saying. You know, these are great. So I had a really great week, that's what I'm saying. And was happy to share some of it with you guys in the form of live and stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Fleet Pod, American Border Patrol doesn't give a shit. Otherwise, last time I went through, I brought way more than the legal amount of untaxed alcohol across, and they didn't even bat an eye. Did you tell them the cost? Because last time for WonderFest, when we came back, they didn't even ask if we have alcohol or tobacco in the car. They usually ask that like every time, and they're like, "Yeah, just go ahead." It was fine coming back into Canada this last time. And yeah, U.S. Border Patrol is always funny when you're heading into the U.S. Where are you going? I'm going to a convention or going to Louisville, Kentucky. What's there? It's a model convention, sci-fi models and stuff. And he's like, "What do you mean? Like models? Or what do you mean?" "Oh, like science fiction models, like ships and geek stuff." It's just basically like a Star Trek convention kind of thing. He's like, "Oh, okay. All right, well, when you coming back?" "Come back on Monday." "All right, go have fun." It's like, all right. Yeah. Turd Ferguson, Stranger in the World is apparently number 1 on TV. By the way, in U.S., New Jersey is where fun goes to die. Eric Martin throws in $5. Thank you so much, Eric. That is awesome. Loving Kenobi and Strange New Worlds. Have you checked out Orville yet, Eric? You didn't mention Orville in your what you love. Fleet Paw, I thought it was upstate New York where fun goes to die. Fleet Paw says I got a couple of memes now. Ha ha ha. Good. Brian Donaldson, who's been a member for 3 months at the rank of Admiral. Admiral. Thank you, Admiral, sir. Says, if you could keep one item from your memorabilia collection, what would it be and why? If I can only keep one item, just shoot me. Shoot me. I'm not keeping just one item. I can't answer that question. The first thing that popped into my head was my 350 scale Enterprise, my 350 TOS Enterprise that I built. That was the first, but that's not really memorabilia. So I had to rethink it, and I'm still thinking, because there's a lot of great stuff. I cannot answer that question, Admiral. Unless you order me to answer it, I can't answer it. That is a no-win scenario for me. That is my Kobayashi Maru. Meepum. Nurse Chapel, for me, is kind of conflicting in Stranger Worlds because I really like the actor's interpretation and seems like a great actor, but it really doesn't seem at all like Chapel. No, I totally agree with 100%. I see what you're saying, and I totally agree with you. So, Brian Donaldson, that's awesome. It was a good answer in my eyes. Okay. I really think I need to answer it, though. So in that case, I'll say... It's like picking your favorite child, which for me it's Cassie. But, I mean, that's impossible to do because I love all my children. I wonder if Thomas is still watching. Hello, Cheese. Anyway, maybe my South Bend Enterprise. I only got that like 5 or 6 years ago, and I'd heard about it almost all my life and never seen one in person. Finally found one and got it for an excellent price. So maybe the South Bend Enterprise would be the answer to that, because that is memorabilia, as it were. So I don't know, man. That's a good question. It's an evil question, but it is what it is. Eric Martin, I need some pug noise. I need some pug noises so I can get to sleep. Well, she's kind of snoring a little bit. Renee, was WonderFest just a model convention? Well, it's a convention. There's a dealer's floor. There's lots. It's model focused, absolutely. There's also a model contest. There was 844 entries, amazing models, and there's also guests appearance. There's also guests there every year, like Rick Sternbach, John Eves, Eric Chu, Darren Dockerman was there, Kirk Thatcher. And also Nicholas Meyer, who directed Star Trek II and Star Trek VI, and has wrote a number of Sherlock Holmes novels. He was there. I got to meet him a few times. So to say just a model convention, no, it's not just a model convention. It is a science fiction enthusiast dream convention is what it is. It is really geared for science fiction. And it's a science fiction convention, we'll put it that way. Yeah. And the bonus, it's science fiction convention with emphasis and a bonus edition of a model contest. So you get to see people's creativity and some really great creative designs and some fantastic builds with beautiful paint jobs. But it also includes horror. There's lots of horror elements there because a lot of the figures for the contest, a lot of the figures are horror figures, so it's kind of, yeah, that's part, I guess that falls under the umbrella of sci-fi. So yes, it's a sci-fi convention, so I wouldn't just say just models, no, but it is a modeling convention. That's its purpose. That's what it started out as. That's a really convoluted answer, but it's not an easy question to answer because there is no real answer. So hopefully I kind of cleared that up. Eric Martin, oh, I've never seen the Orville. Well, then you're fired, and I never want to talk to you again. Thank you for your super chats. Good day, sir. On with you, or off with you, if you will. If you have Disney Plus, you can watch it on there, but haven't watched Orville? Dude, you're seriously missing out. Very evil. Thank you, Brian. Turd Ferguson, so the Nurse Chapel conversation. I believe the intent is to make her bi, which my answer to that is I do not care. Obviously, if they hook her up with Ortegas, she would have to be bi. Where's everybody in this fucking Ortegas thing? They were sitting there having a conversation as friends. There was no... Anyway, whatever. Who cares? Bi is bi, whatever. I don't really care. I don't know why that's an issue. Who cares? Anyway, WonderFest was a meeting of the Canadian Embassy in Louisville as well as a diplomatic event. Yes, there is a Canadian Embassy. Same room every year. There's a nice, basically patio in front of the room. They put up a Canadian Embassy sign and have two flags. The room is actually gotten by a friend of mine from Toronto, Ross Waddell, and a few other Canadians. And yeah, that's where the main hangout is for a lot of people. There's different hangouts throughout the whole hotel, though. So you're always going room to room and stuff. But the Canadian Embassy is the place to be. And it's just a fun time. All the show organizers and event organizers and stuff go to the Canadian Embassy to hang out. They're friends with us. It's the place to be. So, in other words, it's a nerd's wildest, wettest dream. Yes. Mr. Captain, I bet there were a lot of great models there, but I bet nothing beat your bird of prey. You know what? I don't even have the bird of prey up here. It's downstairs. I took it downstairs. It's not even in the ready room, so I can't even like twirl it like a mustache anymore. But I do have the Art Asylum Mirror Universe Enterprise up here currently, as well as the HD version. So, but I can't get as silly with them because it's just the way it is. Brian Donaldson, your Eric, you're really missing out. The Orville, in many ways, is more true to Trek spirit than most of the new Trek writing. It's amazing. Yes, 100%. There you go, Eric. Some pug noises for you, unless you left because you think you've angered me. You've angered the mighty Foley. Fleet Paw says, hello, Donnie. Hello, Donnie Pearson. How's it going? James Kirk throws in $7 with a little noob game controller that's dry humping the ground, I guess. Thank you very much for the super chat. Very much appreciated, Mr. James Kirk, sir. Colin Barrett, I love those Art Asylum models. So do I. Mr. Captain 93, oh, the HD version is nice. It is very nice. Eric Martin, wow. What's with the red shirt? Sexy Nurse Chapel says, let's get out of here. The correct response is always, check please. Yes. No, I'm hungry. Well, then you missed out, dude, because immediately she ditches you to go talk to her friend Spock. So yeah, I would have been like, oh yeah, we can eat later because I'm going to work up more of an appetite. Yeah, I would totally agree with you there, Eric. Anyhow, my phone is now at 10% battery life. It was at 20% like 10 minutes ago. So I am quickly losing battery life because I'm an idiot and didn't charge my phone earlier when I should have, especially if I knew I was doing a live, which I suspected I would be. So, do you like my earring? Isn't it chic and sexy? Oh yeah, ooh la la. Ooh la la. It's pretty awesome. It's very snug. You can like shake your head around. It doesn't come out at all. It's made of aluminum, not aluminium, because aluminium doesn't exist. This is aluminum. It's got the nice fins. It's very light, but makes really neat sounds like a cricket. It's like mesmerizing. Anyway, it's great. Guy Wakefield built it. And then there's this. It's also very great. Very simplistic, very 60s, but oh so awesome. Am I gonna have to kill someone tonight? Is that what has to happen? That might be what has to happen. What I'm saying with the 10% battery life on my phone is that I gotta go. Because otherwise my phone's gonna die midstream. Which that happened that didn't happen at WonderFest. But I just couldn't maintain a live signal from the model room when they closed the doors because that place is built like a fucking bunker. It's a solid old building and I lost connection, so I don't want that to happen here. So wear the earpiece for the whole live stream with Samuel. That was the plan. What was my plan? The sound of a fingernail strumming on metal. Nice. Welcome to Trekyards ASMR. Colin Barrett, well-groomed, wants to talk about feelings and chooses food over Nurse Chapel. I would guess hiding in the closet. LOL. Fleet Pass Swiftback, $2. Go and be quiet. LOL. He's angered you. This is the way. Brian Donaldson wants me to leave because he's like, have a good night, Captain. Did I say I was leaving right now? Yeah, I kind of did. I think I should wrap it up just so that this phone doesn't die. Just saying. So thank you to everyone for watching. You guys have been awesome. Wish we could have talked more about the shows. However, it is what it is. You got to see some cool stuff with my props and stuff and ships. And I really appreciate you guys. I will be doing a live first reaction to the next episode of Obi-Wan tomorrow night, I believe. So check that out. And Thursday night is my live first reaction to the next episode of Strange New Worlds. And Friday night I might do the live first reaction to episode 2, season 3 of the Orville. I don't know yet. I don't know what the plan is, but there will be more lives for me coming, and I'm going to be busy, but that's okay, because I like hanging out with you guys. You guys rock. Especially you. Maybe you. And you guys know who you are. So, until next time, let's get this in there. I do have an incoming hail that I got to get to, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys. I'll put my finger on the trigger. There we go. See you guys later. Let's see. Where's the settings on this thing? There it is. Fire.